Anyway, we're ready here for Brother Francis. And brother, you have control of this group.
All right, give me a second here. Many want to have something to say, many of them that have come through before. Uh, Many are going to come in pairs as one voice. And beloved Akhenaten Nefertiti first. Much has happened in your world. We still watch. Much is going to happen in your world. We are with you. We're just like across the aisle from you. We come to many of you in your dream world because it is easier without any obstructions. And because in your dream world, you are very much your light self, just like we are. And so it is easier to communicate with you. And it's done freely because you desire to. We enjoy your presence always. In fact, we like to hug too, but it's a different kind of hug. It's that fusing of energies that touch the auric fields. We call it a kiss. You call it just like balloons bumping. What we want to say today is to continue to grow, continue to expand, continue to be more and more of your true self. However you choose to climb the staircase within yourself, do it. We have no judgment. We have many students who use mushrooms to climb the stairs. It's okay. We have many people that need to sip a little bit of the wine, you call it. It's okay. We have many of you that drink tea or coffee, as you call it. It is okay. We have many people that choose to leave their home, run around the block, come back, and they feel very much keyed up and they're ready. The one we speak to today, he needs sleep all the time. Always snoring loud. Wakes us up way up here. We just want you to be yourselves. We come to many of you to lighten you up, so to speak. It took us a while to lighten him up because he was so serious getting messages that we had to lighten him up a little bit. And now he's light. He can laugh and give you the message. Our message specifically for you today is to always, always honor yourself first. You know, sometimes people have, and it's by condition, sometimes putting other people ahead of yourself. Well, in your world, your 3D world, you were raised like that as a child. You know, many of you may have heard that phrase, be a child, stay a child, and we don't want to see you. We can see you, but we don't want to hear you, what you have to say right now. And that has all changed. So now You can speak freely, think freely, play as a child, remain a child in your heart if you so choose. If you want to, it's all about being fresh and new. So I'm Balu, and I want to be here. I want to be heard. I'm one of the hybrids. Um, it's amazing, like to come through Francis because, like a child, I let him know I'm here. I'll knock something over in his apartment. I don't make a mess though. Never do that. So he knows I'm here. I make the doggies in the apartment building bark, 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 bark. So he knows I'm here. I'm in the hallway with them playing. We want you to be childlike in your mind. It is so important. That's where your courage is going to come to be able to deal with these shifts that are happening around you. In other places, I'm known as bear, more like a cub. And I come across like a white bear with a little silver highlight. I also want you to know that I've come with someone today. I'll just say wolfy energy, silver wolf. And silver wolf does not growl at anybody. Just like dog, come sniff you out. You don't have to feed him. He feeds himself. He makes sure he's full of the light. So you don't have to feed him. If you want to have him in your presence, you can go to any toy shop and get yourself a stuffed wolf. And if you see a silver one there, that's him. Bring him home. Yeah. We just want you in these dire times to have as much fun as you can. It keeps the negativity out of your field, out of your presence. And it allows you to invoke that high level communication with all of that, because we're all connected to divine source. We are replicas of divine source in different ways. We are the infinite thoughts of divine source in so many ways. So I look across and I want to bring my other friends back. Akhenaten is so patient. He waits, but he looks at me with a stern look. But I know behind that stern look is he's laughing. So I'm going to slide off a little bit and let him speak. I want you to work on your chakras. I, beloved Akhenaten, want you to work on your chakras, on your spinal cord, your spinal column. I want you to have as many crystals and gems and stones that you have in your presence. And I want you, if you can, put some underneath your bed or at the corners of your bed. This will set up an energetic pyramid for you if you don't have a physical pyramid frame in your home. Reason for this is we're activating and opening up further your crown chakra. We want you to be aware that you already know what's going to happen to some people, but not you, because you are open enough, and people who are connected to you, it won't happen to. But there will be someone trying to send across a tiny rice chip about the size, yeah, a rice chip etherically, and you're going to see it in your space, and we want you to delete it. The minute you see it come into your space, because you didn't send it, we didn't send it, close family members didn't send it to you, outside forces are going to try to send it to you. The minute you sense it, you can communicate with it. That's what they don't understand. You can tell it to dissolve. You could tell it to break apart. You could tell it to break in half. And you could capture it in your hand and actually put it in the ground where it becomes more neutralized and then dissolves. It has no effect. These things will be around, especially when it's raining in your area. So we want you to be aware. If you thought you saw what looked like a little grain of rice on the ground, yeah, it was put there for a reason. And reason why we need to stop that is because what are the things that are attracted to it and the beings? Children. Children, as we know, pick up things if they're outside, the young ones. The older ones won't, but the young ones will. Fur babies will eat them. We don't want them to eat them. We don't want them manipulated in any kind of way. So if you see something, put it out just like you would put out cigarette. Put it out. You can crunch it up underneath your shoe. That way it has no effect in the environment. But I want to help you remember that you are a divine being walking around in this globe called the earth within the presence of Gaia. And Gaia wants you to talk to her. She comes by many names. She's also called Sophia. Talk to her. The more you talk, the more you receive, the more you shall remember. My name is Salina, and I'm with my partner Attila. And we flow through selenite, but we're not the only ones. We're just coming with him today. Use as much selenite as you can. You could wear it on your body. You could put it underneath the hat. He don't have one there today, but it's around. We want you to work with the selenite very, very closely. Learn to listen to your gems. The beings that hang out where you have gemstones are always trying to talk to you, communicate with you, and they do it quite well. So if there's at some point you're not sure if you're really hearing something or you think you're hearing something, you are hearing something. They're trying to get your attention. They want to talk to you in their way. And the reason all of these beings, from us being gemstones to herbs being around, is why. Because not only are you all intuitive, you're clairaudient, which then takes you and you're clairsentient, and you have all the other clairs, taste, you name it, touch. But we want to get you to start to utilize your telepathic gifts so that you think someone's calling you, close friend, they are trying to call you. You feel the call and you just shoot out the thought. I know you're trying to reach me. I'm in traffic right now, or I'm cooking right now, or I'm bathing right now, or I'm with the little ones right now. Just give me a moment and I will get in touch with you. If you do it enough, and if two or three of you can do these, they're not really an exercise. It's just who you are. You can almost claim the time, date, the weather. You can feel all of it because that's who you are. You're living transformers, living antennas. And when you go to sleep at night, that's when you're really doing your work. This this illusionary world is not the place that you could really spend the time to do the work. That's why if you feel like you got to take a nap, take it, because your higher self is saying we got to go to sleep because we're gonna pick up some people coming in from Lara here, from wherever they're coming in, and we want you to hear them, see them, communicate, embrace, talk, shake a hand, do whatever you got to do, share a peace pipe with them, however you do it, because it's that time now. Some messages come through, and going back as far as maybe 2012 or even earlier. 2000. That was the big one, right? The world's going to be dark for 3 days and 3 nights, and then you found out waiting for it to get dark and it never happened because a certain amount of you who were our divine agents on the planet hadn't awakened yet, or were awake, and you say, "Where's everybody?" So we just want to tell you that this awakening thing is happening in every moment. It's not at a specific time. We all have told you at some point, 20 back in 2022, we told you 2025. Now we're in 2025. You say, where's the awakening? It hasn't happened yet. It's always happening. Some tell you 2026, 2027. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to try to predict it. Just be it. Be about it. The hipsters on your planet say it. Be about it. Be about the thing. You don't have to try to, should it be December 25th, 2025? Or will it be 101, 2026, 20? No, no. Just go ahead and be about the thing. Just put it out there. Just do it because somebody, groups of you, circles of you, pods, groups of you must do this. And when you're about the business of doing, and you know what? Here in the USA, there are thousands of pod groups, thousands of circles, people activating each other. So the more of you be about the doing part, however it comes to you to do it, is just the remembrance of divine prime creator sitting up there remembering, like, I know I'm supposed to contact this thousand or this group of thousand or this 10,000 over here running around in Manchester and over here in the Alps and the Pyrenees and the Rockies. So, ooh, that's a lot in here in the heart. Just keep being yourself. And if you wake up and say, well, I'm going to activate, activate. And here's another thing. What we love about all of you is that none of you are braggers. You don't put yourself on a pedestal. You don't like the movie King Kong, hanging around on the Empire State Building holding the lady. You ain't got to do that. We see you much better in your light is when you're just about every day in your mind and heart activating whole environments. Why? Because when there's not a someone in human form, if you stand in a specific location, there's ants coming up out of the ground. They know you're doing something. Bees are coming around you. They know you're doing something. Flies are popping up. They know you're doing something. Butterflies are coming. They know you're doing something. Dragonflies are coming. They all know you out here doing something. So they make their presence known. Hey, I can see your light. I got it. And I could take it into my species area. Because we're waiting like, is there somebody up there doing something, walking on the ground? Oh, yeah. It's Ray. It's Jennifer. It's all these people. They say, "Yay, somebody's out there doing something." Because the more people do, the more hybrids will show up. The more people in the center of the earth will show up. The more people who live in the trees, the beings in the trees, are going to show up. And guess what? We know exactly what you eat. And we don't say, nah, don't eat venison. Nah, don't eat chicken. Because you know what? The animals are waking up. They're getting more vibrant. So one day, you're just going to see, and he's going to come to you, and she's going to come to you and say, okay, I just understood that someone over here cooked Uncle Ed. Who was it? Who was it me? What's it me? I didn't do it. At some point, everything goes back to eating plant life, and then plant life goes, well, why it's got to be us? Why are you nibbling on us too? Well, here's why. Plants understand that they are on a mission. Mushrooms understand that they are on a mission, and they already signed their contract. I'm going to go over to Christiana. She needs mushrooms. She needs to drink mint tea, dandelion tea. So she's outside. Oh, dandelion's growing in my yard. Look at this. I didn't see it there before. I've been here for years. I've never seen any dandelion growing in my yard. So she goes, hmm. And then that plant says, no, there's a better version of me if you go to the store. Because you know you don't want to pick me out of the ground. There's ants coming up there. There's other red mites coming up. We don't you don't want that in your water. But there's a better version of me in the supermarket. Go get me. Same family. So we tell you there's some days you just gonna live off of energy. You're just gonna feel like I don't feel like eating today. And if your body tells you don't eat anything today, just wait. Just drink some tea, drink some energized water. And that's another thing. We want you to speak your intention into anything, any kind of food, however it comes to you. It is all blessed itself to come to you. So it will say to you, it is okay. I give my life to you. Inside of me is universal energy, universal light. It's okay. Why? Because there's more of me, like me, on in this world and in other worlds. So we just remind you, don't be hard on yourself on anything that you're placing in your body. Because according to who you are, according to the design, the makeup of who you are, that particular being had to go through that process through you. And it's going to bless you anyway. And it gets blessed on a bigger scale anyway. Because it said, someone loved me so much to ingest me. Ooh, this is powerful. I'm not just sitting out here in the woods by myself anymore. I didn't go through this pasteurization process just to be going through it. That's what we want you to know. Mother Grace, my mother, and her mother, Grandma Charlotte, are in the house, as they say. All of you are so sweet. You're the sweetest beings that arrive here. And yeah, doctors would tell you, don't eat so many sweets, stop on the sweets. We tell you, sometimes you just need that dark chocolate. Sometimes you need that light chocolate. Sometimes you need that maple syrup. Sometimes you need that honey. Ingest it, even if it's just a tad. Sometimes you just need a little on your tongue, but you need the sweetness. Why? Because you're constantly giving it out. So you got to have something coming back. You have to ingest a physical thing that gives off sweetness back into your system. But one of the other beings already said it. You've got to imbue that thing with energy before you do that. So, when you go shop for crystals, everybody's touching crystals. Everybody touching fruits and vegetables too, right? Everybody. So you must come in with a lot of light within your auric field and especially inside your body, so that when you go to outdoor markets, especially where everybody's breathing over the food and touching the food, putting it back before they decide to buy it, and the people behind they're doing the same thing as you. You bring so much light and energy that when your light and energy shows up, it's like waves of energy go through the marketplace. And then a particular yam potato go, okay, I got it. I'm right here. And you go, which one? So you put your hand over the top of the pile of this, and it says, up, little more, little, right here. Don't you see me? I'm sticking out a little bit. Snatch me out of the pile. Yeah, I'm going home with you. Oh, yeah, a few more want to go home with you, but you decide. And the rest of them go, no, 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 we want to go too. We don't want to be here. Let us go with you. And you get them. We say this in a comical way because you all already know this, whatever's going on this planet, they need laughter. I tell you, if we sent the best of our comedians and comedic people into government, oh my God, they would break up all that energy. Especially the comedians who love it when people come to the club and they sit in the front row. I had to learn that one day. They learned it one day too. Never sit in the front row. Sit further back because you're the first to get hit by the comedic jokes. We say the same thing in this world that you are in. Everybody is in the front row now. No one can hide. Everybody is in the front row because the light is coming through your chakras now. And you can be seen by everybody. Nobody can hide anymore. This links into that other message that, well, when is the great shift, the great awakening happening? When are we moving into 5D world? If you don't think you're in it, then you're not in it. If you believe you're in it, you are in it. If you believe you're still 3D, well, you'll just continue to be 3D and become so-called sick in 3D. But we don't want you there. We want you to think about 5D, throat chakra. We want you to get into the habit of praying over your own life, pray over your materials, pray over your property, because you have the ability to do so. And guess what? Your higher self is sitting over there in Sirius and Orion go, is that Brother Francis praying? Oh, goody, goody. Let's see where he's going with this prayer. Oh, he's finally remembering. And I'm right here. When he gets full of the remembrance of one or two of those levels, then I come out of there and I'm in around him. And then he also realizes not only is he inside of me, I am inside of him. Unique message. Mother Grace, Grandma Charlotte, and the higher self all together. We love you. We really, really do. There's that thing called Halloween coming up. Many people will wear costumes, outfits, many masks. Wouldn't it be bold if just somebody goes out as themselves? They say, you don't have your mask on? This is it. This is the one I came in this lifetime. This is the mask. This is the real comfortable mask. And if you look at my eyes, you might see light. If you listen to my words, you might feel the light come from me. So we all applauding you very much. Oh my goodness. I am new, brand new. I've been watching and watching and watching and watching. I am a part of the butterfly community. In fact, you say butterfly. we say the Buddha flies. Buddha fly. We know all about the Zen Buddhism and the Shaolin priest Buddhism. We say no more isms. Don't get caught up in the isms. Get caught up in the ma. You hear say ma. Mother is alive and well in every galactic realm. Mother always takes care of her children in every galactic realm. So we're going to make fathers become more like mothers. So mother can go off and have a recess time break and shine in a whole nother way. There are many men who enjoy being like mother because they were produced through a woman who was teaching them in a very subtle way. So we say, Mma, be be mother like. This will help solidify the world. This will help bring healing to the world. And when you begin to do that, you will really, really deeply, richly remember. So my other name is Oma. That is my other name. It is also a good thing. There on earth, you call it a good deal. You got a good deal today. We just want you to know that everything is coming together. This is very important for you to remember, all of you, that all of the beings, no matter if you're from Lyra, Sirius, Orion, Pleiades, don't matter, Andromeda, all coming together now. All coming together. And everything is getting to be swifter, and then it starts to slow down. All we ask you to do is keep planting seeds of consciousness, seeds of unconditional love, seeds of peace, seeds of higher frequencies, so that everybody, even the ones who choose to sign the contract to be negative, don't worry. Some part of them in another part of the galaxy is saying, like, oh God, why did I sign that contract like that? Now I'm stuck in that ego-based mentality. How do I get out of it while I'm watching the parade go by and everybody's having fun again? Everybody's planting seeds of unconditional love again. How how do I free myself from this madness? Well, hopefully someone will whisper in their ear, did you read the fine print? The fine print says, you don't have to be this wicked guy on the earth. Love yourself more, be truthful about everything, and maybe you'll be okay. Just maybe. In the fine print, maybe. But we just want you all to continue to blossom in whatever way is effortless and easier. We don't want you to blossom in pain. And the women who have children, they can tell you what that's like. They can tell you for sure what it's like. And men who have reached the state of intuition, they can say, "Oh my God, this is what my mother felt was feeling when I was coming onto this world. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry." But Mom said, don't worry. It's part of the process. It's part of the process. All of us are a part of this great process that is happening. So, if someone will ask you, no, it's going to come 2027. No, it's happening right now. It's going to come 2027. No, it's happening right now. You don't have to put a signature date and time on it. Just act out now, act happy now, build things now, be creative now, sing now, dance now, tell funny jokes, clean jokes now. Tell clean jokes. Tell the corniest joke you can tell. That'll make people say, "What did he just say? Why did she say it like that?" Make them think. And then one day down the line, huh, they start, I got it. The corny joke just meant to laugh anyway. Laugh, love, be, create, sing, dance, embrace somebody. Somebody walking down the street, their head down, say, "I love you." Well, what? I love you. You can tell some people can handle it, some people can't handle the verbiage. So just mentally say, as you see him coming around the corner, you see him in your third eye, you feel him in your heart, "I love you," and they'll be okay. Why? Because lots of people are bombarding them with "I love you." Benel is here and he's bringing up the rear, as he says. He says, "I got the big stone. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to sit on my stone like a frog or a toad sits on it. I'm just going to rock back and forth." And Benel says, he says, I can say I'm from Sirius. I'm from every place, but I hang out in Sirius all the time. He says, Sirius to Akhenaten and Nefertiti, that's the great central sun. But there are many others. They just work from that one the most. So there's a play of words on my name. You can spell it Benel or Benil or Benail. But guess what? Everybody been here before. He said, "That's the greatest joke of my name. I've been here before. That's why I'm Benel. I've been here all over the place before." He says, "I'm like the little bear you see in the commercial on what you call your internet waving. I'm just like that. I'm a cub. So I just want you, like everyone else, to be the love that you were born to be now. Don't wait. I should do it on my birthday next year." No, do it now because it's needed right now. Wherever you are parked or residing, that's where it's needed. That's why you're there. Each one of you is an anchor in the city, in the town that you live. And you're there to radiate, radiate unconditional love into the world. We're all going now. Many have left, and Mother Grace and Grandma Charlotte is saying to all of you, whew, man, they are energetic today. Usually they come in so light and low keyed. Whew, they came powerful today.
Thank you, Brother
Also,
Francis. Thank you. We have
And
a
you're go ahead.
yeah, we have a couple of questioners. So, but you wanted to say something, right?
I was just going to say he's not sweating near as much as he normally does.
Oh well, he freshened himself really well before.
I got shea butter on.
Yeah, there we are. There we are.
The
Some other
real shea
crystal
butter.
today on you. Okay, I see.
No, I didn't put a crystal in there today.
Yeah. So Heidi has a question. Heidi.
So I wanted to ask a question about crystals, and I really liked how, oh, there were so many, I can't remember who said it. Um, Maybe Akhenaten, about creating a crystal grid around the corners of your bed. I really liked that.
Yes, yes.
So my question is, I feel like we have, I don't know if people have assigned meanings to certain crystals, like they'll say this crystal is good for protection, or you can use this crystal for this other purpose. And I'm just wondering, can we can we use can we decide or ask the crystals what their specific purpose is, or ask them to take on a specific purpose and role for us?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Akhenaten says, keep in mind when there was only a few people that even accepted these gems coming up out of the earth or being, or some man or woman had a store and they were in barrels and in boxes. And so, because people weren't really open to hear that message about what it could be used for, so people began to channel the vibration of the crystal kingdom. And this is what came to them. But it's a new era now. So many minerals connected to gems, like turquoise, has copper with it. You have the trace mineral copper in your body. So your body is going through its files and saying, we need some copper. Either you wear a copper bracelet, copper ring, or go to your nearest gemstone place and get some turquoise or copper. Or, as Attila and Salina say, you got this enriched craving to load your place up with selenite. Why? Because the trace mineral in your body is called selenium, and it needs to be boosted up in the body if you're not eating spinach or certain fruit like bananas that have it in there. Certain things that's why the other message was it's okay what you consume because you're consuming minerals back into your body to enhance the trace mineral back into your body so you get clear about the crystal when it rings you up and calls you. Hey Heidi, I know you've been driving past this street. You see this store over here. Are you gonna park your car? Are you gonna come in today? A bunch of us need to be talked to, talked to, talked to, talked to. That is the new element that's going to happen now. It's not going to be just black tourmaline. I'm here to protect people. You think black tourmaline is going like, I'm tired of protecting you all. Can I do something else? Can I act like pink tourmaline and display the love? You can do anything you want to do. Just understand the quartz kingdom are the amplifiers. So if you walk into a place and you're not feeling well, and it's got quartz crystal, the quartz crystal will pick up on that energy and radiate it out in wherever it's at. So it's important, shift before you go in. Say, I want one of you or many of you to help me shift. I'm going to stand outside before I come into the shop. And then Quartz will say, okay, we balanced the shop out. Now you can come on in. And whichever your eye goes to, that's the stone that's talking. So the answer to your question is there's 150 million ways that each one of those things can be used for. Just like when you take medicine in your body and the doctor doesn't tell you the 150 some odd side effects. Just take this for breathing, but then you get something called a Merck, MERCK manual and look up the actual medicine pill and it tells you, yeah, take too many of these. You could have dementia, you could be ill. You could have sinus congestion. You could have pain in your body. You ever hear those commercials that give you a certain medication and they say it real fast because they don't want you to pick up on the downside of it, but they have to say it legally really fast. Crystals are doing the same thing right now. We want you to show up at gem shops, gemstones, because sometimes certain purveyors of these gems are not yet spiritual people. It's a business to them. And we need people like you to come into the store and talk to us mentally. So, yes, every gem has got a whole new path that it's going to be on, and that it's on right now. So, you are to ask it. People that have the gemstones, there are devas walking around in there connected to the minerals, and they will tell you what else they want to be used for.
I love that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ray, please.
And I love that as well. I'm taking good notes. Thank you so much for that. Um, I was curious about a couple things actually. Um, how can, well, I have two questions, obviously. One is how can we energize the government to help speed up, well, not really speed up, but to get them to move to the point where they have more disclosure over the ET information that they have and have not shared? We'll leave that one first.
Nefertiti here. Everybody has a higher self. Every government official has a higher self. Talk, go to your higher self first. Your higher self will tell you, oh, by the way, certain people who know about these things, there's a few of them can't wait. They're itching to get it out there, but they have people over them telling them, not yet, not yet, not yet. So, with your higher self, convene with their higher self. The best way to do it is see those in Congress who are open enough, contact them through the dream world. But you must go through your higher self because your higher self is going to tell you if it's all right to receive the message for them. We have to keep in mind that we do not want to put any of them in position where they can be punished for putting it out too soon. But we already know for 30 years it's supposed to have been reveal, 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 reveal. And it may continue that like that. So there's already one or two people who have been trying to put it out there, to get it out there. Your Dr. Stephen Greer is one of the most courageous people, trying his best to get it out there. But he goes to people, he knows people. Well, what do? They shut him off. They say, "Oh, we're going to do this right away, Doctor Steve. We're going to Monday morning, the 20th of October at 10 a.m. We're going to convene and we're going to have a conference and the news media and we're going to put it out there." And he knows the minute he leaves the room, they're not going to do that. But I have to keep preparing them. We can work it on another level. So here's the message. Your higher self says they are open, but what it is they get threatened a lot. Don't put this stuff out there because if you do this, then you're waking up all of humanity and you're making them all aware that they can communicate. Well, what's going on right now? I, Akhenaten, say, if you are channeling now, Just channel, continue doing your channel work because you have the government and you got what is called the shadow government, which is operating underneath the earth by about 6 to 10 miles down in the earth or 20 miles down, and beneath them is all the other beings that live in there. So you have to go to the beings in the earth, you have to go to the beings in the galaxies, and you got to show up just like you would show up at a rally. You got to, like, okay, a lot of us are channeling. Can we do this now? And they will tell you when and where. Why? Because the shift is constantly happening. What it is human man collectively is not going to put it out there because human man has been already bought not to put it out there. However, your brother and sisters in the skies or in the earth are waiting for you to talk to them. See, just as much as we want them to come here, they want us to communicate frequently with them. And they will do like they used to do in the 60s and the 50s, popping through the sky. You look at the sky and say, that looks like a government one. And then there's one above it. That ain't a government one because that one is moving faster than that one. That's the one I want to have the message. Ask them to show up more often. Say your community of people are ready, and they're going to come. They know you live in a free will zone. They know that, but not them. They live according to divine law. And if divine law says we ain't waiting for the 999 gateway, we're not waiting for the 888 gateway. We're beyond the gateways. We're already here. So disclosure can happen at any time. Talk to us. Akhenaten is talking for them. He said, talk to us. If you're ready, we'll show up in your house. Now, you may not be ready for all that heat and energy that shows up in your house. Or say, meet me in front of the garage. meet me at the mailbox. Meet me in the flower bed. And then they're going to show up. Because you're going to have this, what's that buzzing sound? Oh my God. It's a big old hand. And then head drops down. Big eye. Oh my gosh. You're going to go, should I run? No, don't run. Just stand right there and absorb the energy because then you could put the information in your conversation. That's the first way they're going to bring it in your conversation to other like-minded beings right where you are, right where we are. But they're going to shield us so nothing happens to us when we deliver the message. Why? Because the Amun priesthood is also called the men in black, and they're watching because they don't want you to put it out, or me to put it out, or anybody to put it out. Keep talking to the beings, the galactic beings. They're going to provide the protection in such a way that when you say it, only a few will get it, but the certain few that are supposed to take it to the Congress can take it to the Congress, and then Congress listens. So what is the embedded answer? Akhenaten, Akhenaten said, remember, quantum leap, my friends. You're not going to deliver it in a 3D world. You're not going to see it happen in the 3D world, but you will see it in a 5D world, 4D consciousness, 5D world, 6D consciousness, 7D world. Jump timelines and act from there. You'll see it in that timeline. You're not going to see it in the 3D world. 3D world is delusional. You ain't going to see it here. But you will see it in every other higher realm of consciousness and every other quantum like lane. That's where you have to do the work.
That was powerful and straight to the point, as always. Thank you, Akhenaten, very much. I also wanted to get your views on the role of the various militaries in the ascension and the changing of the governmental structures that's to come, please.
Wow. Better known as Akhenaten, other lifetimes Isa, other lifetimes Yahweh, other lifetimes Jesus, many more Moses, many, many more Aaron. What is happening is we all know it's fear. But what we do see is, especially here, military generals in complete silence. And then they tell you, we're not doing this. We're here to protect citizens, and that's who we're going to protect. There are many real patriot veterans who all are prepared. They know the situation, and they talk amongst themselves. They're not going to do anything to violate you, to hurt you. They're not going to do it. So, there are many across the board worldwide who are not going to do anything negative to its citizens. Why? Because they understand the negative karma they can get by doing that. So, again, talk to the higher selves. They're getting ready to shift. Many soldiers do not want to bear arms anymore in any kind of way, but they're being bought out by politicians in their areas. It is hard to know when the shift in governments, military things take place. But we want to let you know that there are many galactic beings in the ranks. And they're the ones that are going to make the shifts. They have not made themselves known to you, any of you yet. But pay attention to your dreams, because that's the real world. Your dreams and quantum shifting. You will see them lining up to do the work. Because one day they're not signing up for war. People will put on, we need the new people to join the military. And they go, I'm hanging out in Ireland at the pub. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here. I'm heading to the barbecue at Louis' house. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to the ice cream shop. I'm not going anywhere.
We have
It's right
another.
around. It's right around the corner, literally. But on Earth, it looks like 5 to 10, actually 10 years on Earth, 20 years to see all of that shifting. But you don't have to view it through 3D. Go into 5D, 6D, 7D. Go higher if you need to, and then go backwards, meaning think it backwards, and you'll see the formulas. That's how things are set up.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Suvi, please.
Hi. Wow, I'm feeling a lot. So I'll try to be as succinct as possible. Thank you so much, Brother Francis. That was so beautiful. It really, really, really like one of the most beautiful channelings, or the most beautiful channeling I've ever seen. Thank you so much. Can I ask two questions quickly?
Yes.
About the crystals, I try to do as little harm as possible, and I'm a minimalist. And when I go into the crystal shop, which I've only been into once, I went in, I bought it, I was inspired to get a pack of tarot cards, so I went in. Those crystals they just felt so sad to me. They looked like they were machined, and I thought about children pulling them out of the earth and stuff. And it's hard for me to kind of to get past that, to buy those things. Should I be just pushing past that and just getting all the crystals and not worrying about that?
Well, they're going to talk to you. They're going to tell you. You can go in there 100 times and they don't say anything to the 100th time. They say, okay, now you're ready. Take us home. What they want you to understand is this, and this is coming from um, Selenite, Salina of Selenite. There are man-made things, sitting in there, and they're supposed to put a card in there to tell you that this has been fired up to look like a blue agate or look like a blue quartz, but it isn't. It's fired up to look like blue topaz, but it isn't. Here's one that we want you to really, really know. The one that's being sold a lot, and it looks like glass. Another name is called slag, S-L-A-G. Uh, it comes in different colors. It was found on a woman's property, but it was it's nothing but glass. It has no property to it at all. That one. So people say, well, that one has spiritual consciousness. It doesn't have any. It's the person who has the consciousness who's doing the channeling, not that particular item. Be careful. So someone says, I want to sell you this. And you say, how much? Oh, $16. There's no energy in it. They're just making money off the public. And that's something we spirits of the gemstones don't like. When these people do that and don't tell you that this has no property whatsoever. There's certain kinds of equipment that can be purchased in certain gemstones and other locations where you can actually test it and you won't see nothing happening coming off of it when it's being tested. And you put it on a real gem or real quartz and the item, the tool lights up. Be careful. But you will know.
Thank you.
You won't even be anywhere near the gem store. You could be walking by across the street, driving your car, or waking up in the morning. Hey there, hey Zoe. I'm Mr. and Mrs. Agate.
I love
And
that. Yeah.
there are some people who are overselling me, but if you go down to your Home Depot sometimes and just look around, you'll see a gem sitting there, a
Oh, that's a
huge,
good idea.
huge gem. And all they want is $29.95. Take it. It's
Great.
there for your taking. You go at home with it. You have the power within. Just listen, feel with your heart, and the gem will call you. That's why you're getting the gem. The gem didn't call you yet, but it's making way to call you.
I understand. If I get prompted to go to the gem store in town, I'll know. And then I know I'll find what I need in there and I'll be able to
Yeah,
know what it is.
because it'll be radiating from inside your body, looking, 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 looking. Bam, you're there.
Thank you so much.
You'll be fine.
My other question is, I don't know if it's more a question or more of like I just want validation or affirmation or something. I don't have a mind's eye, and I joined Brian's group, and I know Brian's big on visualization, and Brian personally answered the question that I had and gave me some tips and everything, but I don't feel really compelled to activate my mind's eye. It doesn't sound like something I would enjoy. I feel like it's just more of I just don't. Is it okay if is there okay? Let me rephrase. And so sorry about it. I'm rambling on. Is there a reason why I don't have a mind's eye? And that's why it is because I'm very confident in like things. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. So if I don't have a mind's eye, I didn't even know until like a few months ago, and then I was like, oh, you guys are what is? I was gobsmacked when I found out that everybody had kind of this movie going on in their head. So do I have to, do Brian's study? I'm the laziest Brian. I love Brian, but I'm like the laziest student, definitely. So do you have anything for me? Thank you so much.
Mother Grace, my mama here. She said, first of all, if you're drawn to channeling, it's already open.
Well, I'm not. I don't even. I mean, I'm not drawn to
No,
channel.
it's not about the old storylines where It opened up, and then you began to see. The pineal gland sits between your ears and is connected, has a connection to your eyes. It has a connection to the top part of your crown, the center of your head, and all the neurons around the brain. It's also connected to the base of your skull. That's where your projector is. That's why it allows you to see. You see, here's the thing you have to understand. You're already open. Not everybody is supposed to see everything the same way because we are all different beings. Some people are seers, seers. That doesn't mean they're prophetic, they just can see across the plane. Some people are empathic, they feel. Play on words. Me on the path. You're in the element. You touch things and feel things. Other people hear. Other people talk and hear the talking. Other people feel it in their body. And then last, boom, this opens up. Here's what people need to know. And my son, Francis, has gone through it many, many years ago. It's called Shaktipa. That path is not for everybody. A master guru who is wide open with all the centers, he or she wide open, can look at you, and if you're ready, will pass the energy right into your eyes. It'll go right down to the tip of your spine, and then it will snake itself up. That's what the Kundalini is. It will go inside the spine and come up and ignite each chakra in order. It doesn't happen overnight. But I will tell you, I'm going to switch over to my higher self as Francis. This is what happens when you try to open this up. If you didn't go through all the chakras in order, you might pass out, might get sick, have spasms, cramps, you
Yep,
name
I
it.
have all
You
that stuff
for a
all the
split
time.
second, you can't see anything. And then all of a sudden you're back to seeing. It's not something that can be played with. It took me, I had my Shakti Pa on April 7th, 1977. And every now and then I'd be sweating and coughing. I'd go to the doctor. I got this cold. Doctor said, "You're fine. I don't know what you're doing, but you're okay. Get out of my office." Next, and you go through this stuff. But then in the spring of 1988, bam, I'm at a candle shop working, and I notice I'm sweating. I used to have eczema really bad. Skin cleared up. Something's going on. Then start to sweat, then got dizzy. In fact, I couldn't even ride on the bus to go home. I had to stay out in the fresh air and let the fresh air get in my body. Got home to the room I was renting, laid down, placed crystals under the bed, in the bed, around the bed, took a crystal rod, put it in the bed. And what happened? Passed out, and then this is what I saw. Boom! A pyramid with a green dot on the top. My higher self said, "Hey, put your finger up there." I said, "But I'm in the bed." "No, no, no, no. This is not your physical body. This is your ethereal body. Put your finger on the dot and watch what happens. Keep it there. Keep it there. Do you feel real hot?" I said, "Yeah, my back's on fire." "Okay, put your hand down." This whole area in my head exploded. I thought I was dying. My third eye powered open real, and it wasn't that it wasn't open, because the first time it opened I was 19 and I was a freshman in college. That's the first time that it opened up, but this opened on a whole different layer. What happened, this point on the inside and the crown came together like a spark plug. Boom. And then what did I see? A cell, an actual human cell, vibrate and then split. So you ever see those little diagrams? One becomes two, then those two become two, and then each one of those two become two. That's what it's like. And when it reaches this point, you're in bliss. You're in heaven. But that don't mean it stays there. It's got to turn around and go back down the way in which it came. And that's another maybe 10 or 11 years. And that don't happen for everybody. I didn't even know that I was supposed to get that. But you don't always, you can get it through music. This is why Cheech and Chong was always token up, because they knew they could get it another way. If they got high enough, boom, they could be open. but it doesn't stay. Yours is not closed. It is open. You just interpret differently. That's all.
Thank you so much. Yes,
You're welcome.
it was life-changing for me to learn that when I was having those sick symptoms and everything, that it was a sign that I'm expanding, growing and everything. So it's so now I don't stop that. I'm not like, oh, I'm sick. I let myself get dehydrated or beat myself up. I know, oh great, okay, something this is good. It's uncomfortable now, but I know that it's coming. It's I'm growing and I'm on the right path. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ray, please.
And thank you very much for that. All of the various divine entities which came in to weigh in, that will help a lot of people. Um, I was curious, and you explained part of that, as you are so good at doing, about the different energies affecting different chakra points, both coming in and going out. And I know there are unlimited number of energies which affect us. But can you comment on some of that about how certain energies emanate from us? Some come from the heart, some come from the nerves, which create our auric field, and I will let you expound with your divine wisdom. Thank you.
Mhm. My higher self is going to come through with this. When we say you are a being, Being, ing is a derivative of the word God in action. So you are God in action in your world. You're presently being God. You just coming a little closer to embrace the God and goddess energy. The Chinese did it best with Taoism. They showed you a circle with a little curly shape and two dots. And one side of the paisley shape was white and the other side was black. Or sometimes they use red and gold. Doesn't matter. But you'll find a reflective dot of the other in each circle, which means you're 80% to 90% one way, and then you carry a little bit of the other. What is getting ready to happen is the journey of male and female are going to blend together. That's what's happening on this world. So now they say the old messages were the base chakra, root chakra, the tail end of your spine. That's for courage, that's for energy. The sacral chakra, that's the point 2 inches beneath your navel. That is also giving you creativity and generosity and friendliness and creation, right? Prostrate there. Also, the womb there. Then the solar plexus is your ego. That's the little tiny sun in the body. That's where you go me, I, me all day long. And then you go up to the heart chakra, the seat of compassion and grace, or divine grace and compassion and understanding. In the Kabbalah, that's the main heart, the main sun in the body. And then you just keep going. So all these things are expressive. In India, they showed you different petals so that you could get it that way. It's going to express itself in different ways now. There's a reason that it's going to do that. Again, the presence of the divine I am in you is tired of old storylines. It's going to give each one of us, trillions of people on the planet, trillions of cells in your body, brand new labels. And sometimes you're not going to need the label. It's going to say, tag, you're it. Whatever you say is law unto yourself. So the more you open up, the other ranges of 7 will start to come in. That's when you get in the crown chakra, then you get up there to 8th chakra and the 9th chakra, and 10, 11, 12, and then there's that beautiful 13th chakra. That's all going to start sliding into your body. Now you have a whole new set to work with, but it's going to be different from person to person, from being to being. If you're not afraid of the heat, they said, get in the pot, get in the fire. The fire's going to burn you. It's not going to burn you. You're just going to get hot. You're gonna sweat. So drink as much fluid or water as you can. Your higher self is going to tell you, okay, you want more compassion and grace? Well, I need you to eat some grapes. I've been telling you for weeks, grapes, 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 red grapes, green grapes. Ah, seed grapes, not seedless, seed with the seed in the middle. Why? Because I needed you to eat it and do what? Spit the seed out so it can get out into the world. I've been telling you to eat bananas. You don't want to eat bananas. Potassium is in bananas. You need potassium. Eat the bananas. Get plantains, fry them up, eat them. Get tomatoes, get avocados, make your own soup, make your own ice cream. You can do it. Don't take much. Follow the program inside the body. The meanings, the basic meanings of chakras will be the root, but there's more than that. Do you know that if you sit in within what feels like your heart has an upper chamber and a lower chamber to it automatically. When you go out, you start to sun gaze at sunrise when the sun is coming up over the horizon, your heart is expanding. It's beating bigger. One of your nostrils is governed by solar and the other one is lunar. The one that's governed by lunar is going to flex bigger because it's picking up on the solar ray coming up. When it hits 2 p.m., lunar rays take over. The other nostrils start kicking and vibrating. You're going to start calming down a little bit. You see, we are a living universe in physical form. Everybody is going to be doing something universally together. What's that? Channeling. That's why you're channeling. The other part, crystals. That's why food, you need to eat certain foods. You know, okay, I'm getting out of this food range, I'm going into this food range. Why? Because now's the time. God, I am, Goddess, I am present. Oh, look at this. I got 300,000 beings down there channeling. I'm going to have some fun. All my children are channeling. I need some of you to channel Andromeda strain, some of you Lyrian strain, some of you Atlantis strain. I need you all to talk to everything because everything is sitting in there floating around. When are they going to talk to us? They want to see us down there. Got to talk to us more. Then we show up. Then they will direct. That's why the tall whites and the Usals and the hybrid children are already here. They didn't come from someplace. They've been here. They've been living in the earth. There was a TV show once. This will help you. I don't know if you remember. I think it came out in the 70s or the 80s. It was about Beauty and the Beast, done in a different way. And where did the beast come from? He was living down with the people who were considered homeless. He was living underneath the ground where the subway lines and stuff go. He was down there. And then every now and then he'd spruce up and come out so the woman could see him. But he was already there. They're there. Hobos are here. They're coming back. They're here. They've been here. They're just doing their work. You'll recognize them when you're supposed to see them. And you will talk to them, and then all of a sudden turn your head, they're not there. They just came in and went, gave you the material and went. Talk to everything from now on out. You don't see anything, vibration is right there, talk to it, and then it's going to show up. Don't worry about the old message of the chakras. You the new message of the chakra. Okay?
Very much okay and exciting. I got a nice bit of energy out of that. And I don't see anyone else popping up for questions, but I did have one comment that I would like you to comment on. Speaking of the hybrid children, they came through today and they said that everything that happened in No King's Day, there was no protest. It was a celebration of our future. And if you could please comment on that.
Yes, very interesting. The higher selves were hovering behind, in front, and over the people that were there. And what was very, very interesting, other groups tried to ignite a problem, and the people didn't respond. They kept the joy and the love going like they're supposed to. Those who are in so-called power positions had to watch that and said, we put them other people out there to ignite them and it didn't happen. It's not ever going to happen. Why? Because the world must change and it's gradually changing. So, one time I said, everybody can't get on the same boat. Somebody got to stay home. Just as many people we saw through all the major cities that were doing it, there were people who couldn't get there. They were supposed to be home in their neighborhoods like they were supposed to. I'm teaching meditation that day. I wasn't supposed to be out there because I had a job to do. I had to teach my meditation students how to do something so that if they go there, and some of them did, they told me, man, it was so peaceful out here. I said, yeah, because you brought more peace. That's why. People were laughing and talking. People were dressed up as frogs in some places, I heard. Because the frog kingdom said, I'm coming. The higher self is kicking in and it's alive and well. And we're going to see more and more of it. The more we see it, the more peaceful it's going to be. But remember, you don't have to live, you're in this 3D world, but you're supposed to draw in 4D consciousness, which is compassion and grace and understanding and unconditional love, and then speak over the life, which is 5D. Open dollar, open the door, talk, pray, listen, pray, listen to the prayer, listen to music, listen to sound. Isaru Moto said it best. Water has consciousness. Where if water has consciousness, so does your blood. So do the cells in your body. Talk.
Excellent. I really appreciate that perspective.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Anyone,
Brother Francis. Magnificent in so many ways. Very profound, that last message.